So this is SLICC, and what I did with it was I created an autonomous UX research agent. You point SLICC at your experience data, and it does what a research team does in a sprint, but it does it in minutes for less than $10. What it'll do is it'll read your operational telemetry data and your voice of customer feedback. It'll find the user journeys that are breaking, and then it'll go to your live site, crawl your site, reproduce the failures. It'll screen record the unexpected behavior, and then it'll write the requirements to fix it. So you hand it data and a URL, and it hands you back evidence and a backlog. So everything I did runs on synthetic data. None of it's random. So what I did was I went to the operational telemetry documentation on aem.live, and I clicked on this link here, and I synthesized the emigration brewery data. So the Optel data comes in two parts. The first is events, which is your raw data. And then here is the data stitched together into sessions and journeys, such as you might see it in Optel. And from there, I just inferred some fictional medallia verbatims of what people might be saying on the site. And then finally, I set up an HTML site. So this is a synthetic brand, Glitchcraft Margarita Labs. Um, and the HTML site replicates the bugs that you can find in the Optel data and the medallia verbatims. So quick note on why I also chose a bar for the HTML site. It's because experience data takes the shape of its industry, its vertical, and its brand. And so in order to make a credible demo that patterns all the way across, I had to choose something that was very similar to Emigration Brewery in order to make sure that it all behaved like the real thing. So the patterns all transfer because the vertical does. So into SLICC, I installed two skills way up here. Where is it? Yeah, here. And together they give SLICC the ability to read the data the way a UX researcher would, and then act against a live site the way a QA engineer would all at once. So then you just ask it like to look at the two bugs across two data sources, prioritize the bugs with a severity rating for each, replicate one priority bug on the HTML site, screenshot the issue you find, and write the requirements to fix it. So SLICC has a lot of data to go through because this data sheet is 320 megabytes. So we want to make sure 336. Yeah, we're going to give this one's actually 8.4 megabytes on the file size, not just running in the tab. So we want to give it some time. But luckily, I already ran it. So you can see here, it screenshotted the error here, and then it wrote the requirements to fix it here, which you can see here. And these are in fact the bugs that I buried in the data. It found it screenshotted it with Playwright, and then it wrote how to fix it, which can be then imported into Jira via a CSV as an intermediary step. So that is my first SLICC demo.